Hey, what's going on, guys? It's JD Headstrong. Welcome back to Oppocraft episode 4. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I want to get done today, including building myself a gold farm in a redstone area I have not yet found. So I've got to find myself a redstone area and get myself a gold farm built. Those are the two major plans for today. I've got a whole bunch of smaller stuff planned, but that is going to be taking up probably most of the episode. Before we actually get started with that, though, I just wanted to show you guys this. In between episodes, I actually built the storage system on the witch farm. I did that because I was needing some of the drops from it, and I decided it would be best just to build it instead of just trying to wait on doing that thing till the next episode. Yeah, this took not too long, but I've been AFK at this an absolute ton, so my redstone box is absolutely full, and I'm definitely looking forward to being able to build some crazy redstone stuff with it. Just like in my last episode of Literally Survival, I'm gonna have to find myself a redstone area to actually build this gold farm in. I'm not really sure where I want to put it, but I kind of don't want to put it too far away from my villager breeder up here, because I don't want to have to get entirely new villagers to put into a new villager breeder to stock up an iron farm, because that could really suck depending on how long that took. But unfortunately, everything around this area is pretty high up, and if it's not high up, it's got small hills all over the place, so that could be a pain. I'm just gonna fly around a bit and try to find myself a good location, and then I guess test it with one of my locator maps and see where that gets us. This is a pretty nice open area. It's, again, not a huge distance from my villager breeder, though I will still probably have to build another one, but it's in a pretty good location. Most everything around where my base is actually really high up, and this one is only about medium height. So if this is actually centered in a map, then this might actually be where I go. It's not, as I said, not too far from my base, not too far from my villager breeder, but it's a pretty nice location. That's really the most important thing here. So I just need to check if it fits on this map, and if it does, well, no, it doesn't. We're off in one corner. Now, if we go over to where that is, though, how does this look? Okay, so here's the new location. Let's quickly swap maps, and well, it's not a bad location, except for that river running through it. I think the best option here is going to just be to try to find a new location. It was nice, but I don't think it's going to work. Now, unfortunately, the audio for this clip disappeared, but pretty much what was happening is I had been flying around for a bit longer and found this piece of land right here. It's not too much different from the last piece of land I found. In fact, it's almost the same, except when I plot it on the map, as you'll see here in just a second, it's just about in the center, which is actually really nice. I'm very happy with how the elevation is. It might be a little bit varied, but I can definitely work with that. I can definitely see myself doing a whole bunch of stuff in this area because, well, it's going to be my redstone area now. There are all sorts of builds I already have planned, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting a lot of them built. This, honestly, is going to be a pretty big task to get this filled, and I'm not disappointed by that. It's going to be fun. Again, I really wish the audio for this scene hadn't been lost, but there's only so much you can do, I guess. So, in order to figure out where the edges of this map are, and kind of in the same vein where the chunk borders are, I'm just going to be placing down redstone and stone bricks alternatingly, and whatever appears on the map first will tell me where the edge of the map is, or presumably. I'm also going to go back and test this later with just planting wheat and seeing where it stops growing, but for the time being, this will be an acceptable test. I found one corner of the map, as is marked by the redstone block. Now I just need to find the other corner, and I guess I don't even need to find the other corner to find the chunk borders, but I'm just going to find the other corner first, just so I can see exactly what I'm looking at in terms of scale. And I've now located the other corner. This area is actually really, really massive. Like, I'm just going to run over there right now, and I'm trying to think of what I could fill this area with. I know in the very center of the map, over near the crafting bench, which is just over that way, I think it's right there, I'm planning on having a gold farm. Outside of the gold farm, I know I want a massive sugarcane farm. 2 different sugarcane farms, actually. I'm going to explain this now before I have to in another episode. I want 2 sugarcane farms. One fairly large zero-tick farm, and another standard glitch-free version, just in case they end up patching out zero-ticks sooner rather than later, because I wouldn't want to have to rebuild my entire farm because they patched a glitch. But yeah, look at how large this area is. That took me actually just a good few seconds to run over here. This is going to be excellent for building things. Like, I might even be able to build just a general mob farm somewhere. This is plenty of space. I actually gathered up all the stuff to build something before realizing that that thing actually needs to be chunk aligned as well. So, unfortunately, I've actually got to sit here and wait for wheat to grow in order to figure out if, indeed, this lines up with the chunk borders. If it does, then great. I can just, like, add 16 to it until it reaches the edge of the map. But, unfortunately, I feel like, yeah, that's going to be the case, but I still unfortunately have to wait like an hour for wheat to grow, which, to be frankly honest, sucks. And after planting that giant line of seed, it's time to AFK here for much, much too long. I would light it up, but I forgot to bring coal, and my box with coal in it's all the way over there. And I kind of don't want to unload this for too long, and just to make sure I don't accidentally mess up the growth process on any of these, so I'm just going to wait. And after a while of AFK, we're back. Now I just need to see where this actually stops growing. As long as there's a simulation distance below 4, it should stop. And hopefully right in line with this. Yes, cool. Okay, that means that the map border is actually the same as the chunk borders. Right here is the corner of one chunk, which means if I just measure across 16 toward the other corner, I will have figured out where a full chunk is. Awesome. Okay, I guess I will start marking out chunks, because that could take a while. Then I might get started on the gold farm I want to build. After way more time than this probably should have taken, like an hour and a half probably, I have gotten the entire chunk border layout put in place. It's made of redstone blocks and stone bricks. I probably should have used something other than redstone blocks, but I still have way too many, so I decided this looked fine. If you look at it on the map, it does show you where all the chunk borders are, which is good. I'm pretty sure we're actually really close to the center. If I remember correctly, I think, what is it? This is like the centerpiece? I don't know. I'm going to start building up my gold farm now, and it's been a while since I've built one of these. The plan for the gold farm is actually going to be, I want 2 giant nether portals up in the sky, which will drop the pigmen into trident killers. I need to figure out, I'm going to have to do some research before I build this, but I need to figure out what side of the portal the zombified pigmen will drop out of. Once I figure that out, the rest should be pretty simple. I just have to drop them from, like, what, 22, 23 blocks, and then just kill them with a trident killer. The braking system might be a little bit of a pain, because I really do not remember how to build that, but yeah, that's all going to be going generally in this area. Quick progress report. The trident killers are now done. Outside of the tridents themselves, which I do not have yet. I'm going to have to get those later, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I got both of the trident killers already in place. I'm starting to run out of supplies, though. So I'm going to need to go back to my base to pick up some stone, because I wanted to make the tubes up here out of glass so I could see what was going on, but I guess maybe I'll just make a little bit of the bottom glass and leave the rest as stone brick. But yeah, we're about to move on to the actual portal section up in the sky, so this has been going along quite smoothly, surprisingly. I figure it's about time for another progress report. Okay, so pretty much I've gotten the big tubes that the drop chutes that the piglins will fall through, and the transportation method for the piglins, sorry. The next thing I'm going to have to do is the portals, the lighting, and the braking systems, and that could very well take a while. Well, bad news, guys. I ran out of obsidian. I think I have to go back to the nether and do some piglin trading to actually get the last of the obsidian, which is kind of a funny cycle, actually, because that means I'm building this to do piglin trading, but I need piglin trading to build it. The struggles of building overpowered farms. I believe we are now done, so let me just fly out here so you can see it. There we go. So this is actually a design by Navynexus. I just cut in half. I'm going to link his channel in the description. But yeah, it's actually a really neat design. I had to kind of change a couple things in order to actually, make it work with half. The lighting circuit, which was over there, I just tried to land and failed, as you could see. But this lighting circuit over here in the corner with the lava. The thing with it is you're technically supposed to have, like, I need 1.5 of those, technically. But I decided that I'd be okay with the slightly lowered rates from only having 1. That really may affect the efficiency, and if it does, I might have to put in the other bit. I'm hoping I don't have to, but I may. Now, I said it's done, but I just realized I still need tridents to actually kill these things, but when I flick the lever, I'm pretty sure pigmen will start pouring in. Let me get back up in here. I was going to leave and view it from outside, but I'm just going to... So here in just a couple seconds, I'm pretty sure we'll have some pigmen flying through here. Yep, here they come. Okay, okay. Okay, that's a lot. Especially for not having any way to kill them. Like, I can push them around. Which, yeah, this serves no purpose. It's hilarious, but it serves no purpose. I'm going to stop it and go find myself some tridents, because I need 2, and this could take me way longer than I desire it to. Shortly after starting searching for tridents, I remembered that Toy Reaper said I could use his, what is this, drown farm? And I've already gotten 1 trident. I haven't been here for too long, although I'm kind of confused as to how it works. Things just kind of fall down and then I hit them. I frankly have no idea how this is supposed to work, but it's doing fine like this, so I guess that's all that matters. I got the last of the tridents, and I tested it. Well, all I can say is the farm does its job really well, but I did run into an issue. While testing it, I got an abundance of swords. They've started despawning, but like it blocked up my storage system. I had hundreds, which means they've changed something about these since the last time I built one, which means I need to build a storage system. I was going to leave that till a later episode when I could figure out where I wanted this storage system for everything in this area, but I guess I'll start by just quickly building one up for this and worry about that later and then tear that down. Not looking forward to having to tear it down later, but I definitely want to be able to actually sort items properly, because I do not need all these swords. In order to do this, I think the first thing we're going to want to do is build up a glass tube, and then probably get in some way to automatically drop the items using those. But glass tube first. The next thing I gotta do is craft a cake. You'll see why in a second. If this test works, the storage system works as well. There's a chance it might not, because the thing that the items are rolling on or moving across, it's supposed to be ice, but I didn't have any ice. I don't know where to get it just yet. So it's all glass. But as long as this test works, this piece of gold should make it down over to here, bump off this cake, and proceed to slide along the edge. Possibly fall out, hopefully not, but we'll see. As long as it makes it there. That's what I'm most concerned about right now. So the gold has entered the water stream, and it's stuck. This could... well, wait a minute. I might be able to fix this. Give me a second. I thought you could silk touch a cake, and I could be no angrier right now. After a whole lot of trying to make it work without ice, I pretty much just gave up. I could not make it work. I did have to make a custom item sorter, so yeah, and tested it a little bit with some AFK, as you can see by my now very high level, and the amount of gold I got a ton of gold, so we're doing pretty well, honestly. I mean, the sorting system works really, really well. I think there's a little bit of loss in terms of gold passing over all the hoppers, but given that this is a temporary storage system, I don't really care. This is just until I can find some centralized storage for this area. This is actually going to be very, very nice. And I think that means we're done with this project for the time being. I actually had some other redstone stuff planned for today, but that took so long, I'm not going to have time for it. So that's going to be next episode, but I do have one more thing I want to do before I close out today's episode. So what I was thinking is, I'm sick and tired of really only having the one netherite pick, and I decided I kind of want to get myself kitted out with a full set of netherite armor. But in order to do that, I need to find a lot of ancient debris, and I think the best way to do that is going to be to use beds. This is going to be fun. Hopefully I am successful in finding it. I guess I'll give you guys some progress reports as I find stuff, but yeah, this could very well take me a long time, I guess. I was beginning to get concerned, but we found 2, which is awesome, because up to this point I'd only found 1, so having 2 here is actually, like, really incredible. Hey, another double. Just like with diamonds, this is why you mine out around netherite, netherrack, or whatever this stuff is, ancient debris. I found 3 more directly behind those 2. We're doing well. Progress report, I've used about a quarter to 1/2 of my beds, and I found a total of 5, so like 1 tool. This could take a bit longer than I thought it's going to. I don't know how, but the numbers we're getting are going up, because I just found 3 more. Excellent. Make that 4 more. Wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The finding all this ancient debris is indeed wonderful. I'm starting to run out of beds. I only have 4 left, excluding the one I sleep in, so I might have to stop here soon. I guess I could just go craft more, but I think I'll have to call it quits for today. Alright, final bed. Let's see what we get. Oof. Ow. Okay, so I don't straight up see anything, so we may have had our final bed be a dud, but it also could be under this lava. Give me a minute to clear this out. Nope, there was nothing under the lava. All in all, though, I'd say we didn't do bad. We got a total of about 21 ancient debris, which I think is enough for like 5 tools, which is enough for me to get my entire suit of armor and my pick and sword done. I say entire suit of armor. I'm not going to turn my chest plate netherite yet, because I barely use my chest plate unless I'm in situations like this. So really, I'm just going to get what I normally wear. And from there, I guess I'll continue to grind for it so I can eventually have my chest plate done. Here we are. 5 netherite ingots. Time to make some armor. And you gotta admit, I look pretty spiffy. I mean, just look. I love netherite. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I think for the time being, though, I'm just going to fly over to my gold farm to just AFK there for no particular reason, just because. I think it's going to be a while till I get over how cool this gold farm looks. I don't know why. Just having 2 giant portals floating around in my redstone area, it's pretty neat. But unfortunately, that's all I've got time to record today. If you liked the video, remember to leave a like, and if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe. I still haven't named my dog yet here in Oppocraft, so if you have a name for him, yeah, definitely leave it in the comments, because I have very, very little idea what I'm going to name him. Also, if you want to see some cool redstone builds, remember to stick around until next episode. I've got some really neat stuff planned, and I'm really looking forward to getting it done. But with that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!